Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Viva Aaliyah. We are so excited to be here with you today. I want to say thank you to last week's guest, Crimson Kitty. Crimson was a very amazing guest, and as you can see, we have an amazing, very, very, very handsome special guest this week. Before we jump into that special guest, I just want to let you know that our website is up now. That is www.aaliyahmartinezqueen.com. You'll see that we have a landing page now so that you can sign up and hear from us on when we are releasing new footage, when we are releasing new products. There will be Aaliyah Martinez merch and some Viva Aaliyah merch for you to get your hands on soon. So, without further ado, he is a former Mr. Gay US of A, and he is our current symbol of excellence, Mr. Continental. Give it up for Desi M. Andrews. Desi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am good. I'm so excited that you're here with us tonight.
I'm excited. Thank you for having me. It's been good talking to you backstage.
I know. You are quite the style icon, sir. I see that you're wearing something there, and we'll get to that in a second. But I have a very, very, very important question for you.
Yeah, talk to me.
What's in your glass? What are we drinking tonight?
So I'm drinking Desirano and Coke. And the only reason why I like it is because it tastes like cherry Coke. It's really sweet, so I like it, yeah. I
love that.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we're drinking a little grapefruit daiquiri in our Viva Aaliyah glass. And
I want one of those glasses.
I'll make sure you get one, babe. I will definitely make sure you get one. We do have a giveaway each week, and this week's giveaway is going to be a Cali Black brooch. This has a blue cat's eye. It is the same as the one we gave away last week. We have a couple of those. Last week's winner, who will be receiving their brooch, is none other than Kimmy Samani. She sent in her What's in Your Glass photo using the hashtag What's in Your Glass. This week we're asking you to send in your submission to drinks@aaliyahmartinezqueen.com, and we will make sure you get entered into our drawing to win a custom brooch. Yes.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. Is that her name? Is that her real name?
Kimmy Samani?
Yes.
Yeah, that's her name.
Oh my god, I want that name. If I ever do drag, Kimmy Samani is gonna be my drag name.
Mr. Continental, Desi.
What's up?
Talk to me about what you're wearing. I see a very sickening shirt, very sexy shirt on you.
Yes, so I'm wearing one of my merch shirts here. It's Andrew's shirt. It's one of the photos that I did on one of my DMAs magazines, and you could find my merch. And then I have one of my fans here as well.
Ooh. So
you could find all my shirt and all my fans on my website at desimandrews.com. So yeah. And there it is, right below.
Always look below, honey.
Always.
You never know what's coming up from the bottom. You are quite the style icon this year, especially. I mean, you've always been very stylish, but this year you have been like, from the moment you posted your picture walking into interview for Mr. Continental through your reign now, everything you've posted has just been like spot on.
Thank you.
You were quite stylish at US of A, but you have, I feel like you've just amped up even more this year. What is it like putting all that together all the time for you?
I like it. I enjoy it. And so I'll start from the beginning, kind of like with going into Mr. Continental. I was kind of inspired with Chantel. She like had a look from registration till the end of the night, and I was like, the girls can't have all the fun. Like, no. No. Like, there's a lot of good men's styles out there. So I was just like, I want to like bring that to the guys' table, and kind of encourage and inspire guys to do that as well. You know what I mean? Because the first impression makes the biggest impression. That's the way I see it. So
absolutely.
So it's fun for me. I get a lot of styles from a lot of different people, but my main person that I kind of look up to is Maluma. I love his style.
Yes.
I love that he kind of like dips into gender fluidity for me. And so I kind of just look to him for inspiration, and I kind of mix up his style with what I feel comfortable wearing, and it's been fun. It's been fun to do it though.
What was actually like your milestone that pushed you into getting into pageantry?
it was first coming to Texas when I saw Mr. US of A for the first time. I was just like, I've always backup danced for a lot of queens that I back at home in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I came here and I saw just the way US of A was ran. I saw some of the Texas boys, and I was like, I could totally do that. Like, I could totally do this. Like, I don't belong in the background. I belong up front. And so that kind of just seeing, you know, Jordan Matthews from El Paso, Texas, just seeing him kind of inspired me to start competing, start doing it. And then seeing him compete was a totally different story. So it just inspired me so much. And I think that was the breaking point where I was like, I could totally do this with, you know, and have fun with it, I think.
You Two Can Be Continental has become a Continental hashtag as of recently. It's been kind of the motto of Continental. It's what a lot of the title holders are advertising. Do you believe that anybody can be Continental? And what actually is being Continental, in your opinion?
I truly do believe anyone can be Continental. And the reason why I say this is, look at our formers. All our formers are very unique. All our formers are very unique. There's not a certain style. There's not a certain look. They're all, from Mr. to Miss, we're all very unique in our own ways. And I think that's why we use that hashtag, You Too Can Be Continental, because if you put your mind to it, you can. A lot of people say, like, I can't do it. They're looking for this. The judges don't know what they're looking for until they see it right in front of them. That's something a lot of contestants need to get out of their mind, that, oh, they're looking for this type or they're looking for that. No, they're not. They don't know what they're looking for until they see you. And I say you as a contestant, they won't understand it. Continental is, for me, is a personality. It's confidence. It's being approachable. It's having fun. It's still looking sickening, because to me, Continental is a sickening persona that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it means to me. It might mean something different to the formers, but to me, that's the way I saw Continental when I was Mr. Use of A. Because that's when I saw Continental for the first time, is when I was able to walk as Mr. Use of A at Continental. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so stunning. This is beautiful. This is huge. This is like, you're on a huge stage. So
what does giving look like via pageants? Are there organizations that are donated to or needs met in your community via pageantry? So I think it's like, what platforms does pageantry support is basically what Brooke is asking. Okay.
So Brooke said a lot of, I guess, what is the best way I could explain this? I guess it depends on the person that's reigning. They could basically do what they want with their reign. They could go through a lot of, they could go through any organization that they want to, do what they feel like they need to through their reign. Mine, I'm kind of doing a lot of research, and since I might have another year to reign, I want to talk, and this is all since post COVID-19, we need to go back to, you know, our mental health and how we're doing mentally, because it's going to be a totally different change for us. How we talk to someone, how we reach out to someone, how we hug someone. So I kind of want to do more research on mental health, and I think that's what I'm going to use the rest of my platform through is mental health, and give people outlets to reach out to other people professionally wise to, you know, get any help that they need. So
yeah, I love that. I would echo what you say in saying that, like, it's a title holder's job really to set the platform and set what you're going to do with your reign. There are a few pageants that part of their package is literally like Entertainer of the Year, which I'm preparing for, supports the SLS Pride Foundation.
Yeah.
It's become a little bit more vague over the years which part of the SLS Pride Foundation it supports, but the Pride Foundation is there, and it supports the mostly the community in Louisville, Kentucky. I know there's pageants that you actually have to walk in with a platform and what you're going to do that year and how you're going to support the community. So it really does depend on who you are as an individual and what pageant you enter.
Exactly.
Yeah. Your family is one of the most, in my opinion, I'm sure in lots of opinions, is one of the most legendary drag houses that has ever thrived in our community, and comes with like the biggest names: Erica, Tandy, Roxy. How do you maintain your individuality with such legendary queens and performers in that house?
I think the way I keep my individuality in the House of Andrews is just being me. Like, there's not another Desi M. Andrews, and I love to dance. And a lot of our Andrews are known for looks and costumes. And yes, I still serve a good costume, but I love to dance and I love to, put on a show. And so I think that's one way I just kind of like, keep Desi M. Andrews compared to all of, the big names, because it can be a little intimidating at times, but, they're human beings just like us, and they're like to have a good time, and we all love to drink, and we all love to have fun. So, but I think that's the way I kind of like separate myself is, I love to dance. Like, I love it.
Let's not get it twisted, though, honey. You have a name. You are a name. You are former US of A. You are Mr. Continental. So you said those names. You are a name. Desi M. Andrews is a household name now. We love you. I've seen Desi live in person. It was one of the best male performers I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you, Justin. Oh, thank you.
Same.
Oh, thank you, Justin.
There are, in all forms of drag, or all forms of performance, there are people who dance, there are people who lip sync, there are people who walk out on stage and do a little pooch, as I call it. But the thing that I love is when somebody is actually captivating and engaging, and you engage, and you actually like emote, and you have feeling in what you're doing. And I that's a part, hopefully, when I emote that out into the world. But that's how I feel like I always plan my drag, and that's what means something to me. It doesn't matter if I'm in a gown or if I'm like attempting to buck the house down. Honey, as you get older, these joints don't get any younger. Okay. But it's emotion, and you serve emotion in your drag, and I love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You want to play a game, babe? Yeah,
let's do it.
All right. We call this segment Viva Me This or That. I'm going to speed round, not really, ask you a difference between this or that, and you just answer which one you like better.
Okay.
Viva Me This or That, dog or cat?
Dog.
Dog, same. Viva Me This or That, Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Why Netflix?
More variety. I don't want to look up too much.
Viva Me This or That, phone call or text?
Text.
You said you don't like phone call, FaceTime.
I don't like my voice over the phone.
You have a good voice. Viva Me This or That, for breakfast, toast or eggs?
Eggs.
Okay. Viva Me This or That, you're into it now, cardio or weights?
Weights.
Yeah? I'm not a cardio person. I'm not a workout person.
I don't want to run. Like, if I could go to the sauna and sit there and sweat it all out as much as a run, I'll do that.
Oh my god. If I could sit in a sauna and lose weight, that would be my dream.
Oh, it's the best question.
I'm going to message you after this for your tips on how you learn to like to work out, because I do not like to. For Desi, have you been able to do any virtual performing since quarantine?
Yes, I was able to do a brunch. I was able to do I coordinated a Continental Top 5 show, so I was able to do that. And then I have a couple coming up, so yeah, just stay tuned on my page, and I'll share the flyers and everything. There's about 2 coming up that I'm excited about.
I see you've been keeping that Continental trophy and Continental Medallion very shiny during this quarantine.
Yes.
We talked about you not being a jewelry person, really, but you're a very like leather and fashion type of guy. So what is that like wearing a medallion when you're that type of person?
It's hard. I'm very cautious of it because I'm very, like I told you, I'm very hard on my jewelry. So I'm very cautious with it because I do a lot of embracing hugs. So if I embrace someone too much, it just twists and turns and stuff like that. So it's been very hard. But it's something that I will always love to wear because, you know, it's so pretty and gold and it's really nice. So I love it.
Desi, have you ever done drag?
No, I have never done drag.
but he wants your name, Kimmy.
Yes, I was like, I want your name though.
When it comes to drag, you and I are in a certain world, and a lot of people have a certain stigma on us that we're pageant people, and we are very into like a certain look and a certain trend and a certain thing. What is your feeling on like the all drag is valid thought?
For me, when people tell me, well, my drag is valid, I kind of like ask them, why do you say that? And if it's a girl that just started drag, that has started drag since RuPaul, I kind of like, I understand it. Okay, I get it. I don't like it when they come and tell me like my drag is valid with a tone. Because I don't think you need to say my drag is valid. Just, you need to make it. I think you need to earn your stripes to make your drag valid. Yeah. That's my personal opinion on it. Because I feel like I used to, when I started performing, I used to perform back in Albuquerque for free sometimes. Like it was, I wanted to get on the stage. I wanted to, get as much exposure as possible. But when someone comes up to me and says my drag is valid, like, well, you don't have to scream it. You should let us see it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, let me see that your drag is valid. And I don't care if you do like drag, like Dragula, like dark or campy drag or anything. It doesn't really matter what kind of drag you do, but you don't need to scream it to tell me my drag is valid, because then obviously you don't have the confidence that your drag is valid because you have to scream it. So that's the way I feel about it. So
yeah, no, I think that's a great point. There is one thing that you said that I wholeheartedly agree with is earning stripes. Mm-hmm. You and I come from a different era of drag. Mm-hmm. I've been in this business for 15 years, and so I know that I did shows for free, and there are girls that want to come out here and guys that want to come out here and earn like $200 on their first booking and won't take no for an answer and feel like because they walk out in a Budweiser t-shirt and a pair of jean shorts and lip sync to a number that they are like the thing.
The ticket, yeah.
And I'm like, honey, you've got to get that face together. You got to get that look together. You got to get that. I mean, we all started somewhere.
Come talk to me when you have a complete polished look, and then we'll talk.
Yeah. And if your polished look is being a Dragula or a drag monster, or if you're a campy queen and your thing is like Trixie Mattel makeup, or like giant lips and big breasts, or who knows, whatever it is, that's fine, but be the best of that you can.
Exactly. Have it polished. Be the best of that, like you said. And if you have to tell me your drag is valid, then obviously it's not valid. So,
who's been your kind of like go-to for your pageant mentoring?
My husband. He is a former Mr. Texas US of A, 2005. Okay. Yeah. So he's done mixes for Erica Andrews, her EOY mix. He did her international mix. He did her continental mix. He did. So he's helped a lot of drag queens and male entertainers succeed. So I have him in my little pocket and in my heart. So love you, babe. But no, he's someone that we may bump heads about it, but he tells me, like, let's refine it then. Like, let's do what you want to do, but let's pull back. Because trust me, I get all these ideas and I go boom, 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 boom. And he's like, okay, we'll just pick these two, not all 15. You know what I mean? So, so he's definitely someone that I look up to. And, he's definitely one that helps me, and we could talk about it. We'll lay in bed and we'll just talk about what I want to do and how I want to, you know, succeed at something pageant-wise. So.
Since you were Mr. US of A, before Mr. Continental, did you feel more pressure to succeed and win the pageant? Ooh, good question.
No, I don't feel that I was pressured to succeed because it's two different systems. I feel that I think more eyes are on me, but I didn't feel the pressure of it, or I didn't let the pressure get to me because I was just more focused on making sure I had a good time and I was there to win. So I had my focus goggles on. So yeah. I don't feel the pressure of it. I think my pressure was way less because I was second alternate to Angel City going into Mr. Continental. I wasn't the winner, so I didn't feel that pressure of it at all.
And you said you felt like that kind of, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that kind of needed to happen.
Oh yeah, it definitely did need to happen. Like, it definitely humbled me for sure, which I thank God for. Everything, like my husband tells me, everything happens for a reason. So it happened for a reason, and I'm okay with it. I wasn't at the time, but I was okay with it after.
Because you went into Angel City ready to win.
Yeah, I was ready to, you know, show the judges what I had, and you know, that I thought I made improvements on, and so.
Yeah, this actually just popped into my head. But with all of this stuff going on, a lot of us have jumped back to who we were. I mean, obviously we're more polished now, but who we were when we started off, where we were taking free bookings and like. The girls are seeing and the guys are seeing what we went through when we started drag, having to do like a free show just for tips or any of that. So it's kind of interesting, this digital world that this is happening to us.
Yeah, it really is. It really is, and it's crazy though. But I think to be honest with you, I find this digital world performance aspect kind of, you know, doing it for some kind of entertainment and some mental relief of what we're really going through. So that's the way I see these virtual drag shows, and like this show is just to get people's mind off of reality. And that's why I started performing, is, you know, I'm there to, you know, make you lose what's going on back at home or make you forget what's happening at work. And you're here to enjoy yourself for the next 5 to 7 minutes while I'm on stage. So have fun. That's the way I see it.
Well, my love, I am so thankful for you today. I have had such a good time with you. You are a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. I'm so glad that you're finally on this show. This is our actual 1 month. You are the 4th in the month. So this is our 1 month anniversary of Viva Aaliyah. If you want to check out Desi's stuff, go to DesiManders.com. He has his merch on there. He also has his newsletter, his magazine, the Desi magazine.
Yes, so I have a monthly magazine. It's called DMA. I release it every month on my website and on Facebook. It just talks about what's going on that month, and then I also interview former Mr. Continental, and I ask the same questions to every Mr. Continental because I think they've all had a different experience competing for Mr. Continental, before Continental, after, during, in between, all around. So it's just and I always have a different photos. I do a photo shoot every month for people to, you know, enjoy. So
yes, and your photo shoots are always enjoyable.
Oh, thank you.
The lovely and talented Desi Manders, thank you for being on our show, babe.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
I want to say thank you to a couple of people. I want to say thank you to Fierce Jewels for this lovely jewelry suite. Nails are by Nails by Coco, Big Girl Nails by Coco, and my dress is by Justin Sim this week. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, and I also want to say a very special thank you to my producer Dominic, who has made Viva Aaliyah what it is today. We will see you next week. Our guest next week is Molten Decadence, the delicious dessert. You can check out her line of hair. She is a coiffed queen on her Facebook, Molten Decadence, and we will see you next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Viva Aaliyah!